welcome back. We're still trudging our way over to the ice wraith that we need to kill, so this episode is kind of a special one. I think that this was requested by my subscriber Young Venus. He wants to know what the acronym of my Steam name Tail is. Sam, if you could flash up a screenshot of my Steam name on like a scoreboard in Rocket League or something with the Omega sign at the end because we're baller. What's chasing me right now? The dragon? Oh no, it's this frickin' guy. It's a polar bear. You're mad. He's stuck. He's not stuck. I'm scared. Someone help. His pathing is fucked though. I got friends. Oh my god. Shit on him. So tail, what does it mean? It's an acronym, as most people know. The way I describe it is it's a life mantra that I try to apply in every facet of my life. And it is an acronym, and it stands for, drumroll please, the ascension is limitless. And so you can take that in a variety of ways. I mostly take it from a self-improvement standpoint, where I'm trying to think of, I try to take everything as an opportunity to get better, and I try to never accept that I'm at my best. And the reason for doing this are twofold. Number one, you constantly keep that motivation and keep that drive to improve. And number two, you don't get complacent because you don't assume you're ever at the best you can be. Or it helps alleviate or mitigate complacence from setting in, because it's natural that complacency sets in. You get pretty good, you accomplish a goal, and then there's a tendency to rest on your laurels, which is generally what you want to avoid. It's kind of ironic. It's like the thing you want to avoid the most, but it's the thing that's most prone to happen to you as a human being. I hit GC in ones and I stopped playing ones for the rest of the season. That kind of thing. Now granted, that's a little bit different. Like, I'm not going to beat myself up about that. I felt like I earned a break. And, get shit on, nerd. Sure. I don't know if I actually need that, but fuck it, dude. So, that's it. The ascension is limitless. My dad and I actually talked about this weekend, actually. We were doing some errands, and I was telling him about streaming, and we were talking about the issues in Rocket League, and I'm going to go into those in a later date. But essentially, Rocket League might be on the ropes in terms of its esports scene. So, we were talking about it, and he was like, well, what are you going to do? And I was like, well, like, I have this feeling, and I have the confidence that I could be good at any game I wanted to be good at if I just put the work in. And we had a conversation. He wasn't dissuading me from it. He wasn't saying, no, you can't directly, but a lot of what we were talking about was very much, and the points he was making were that certain things can't be improved, and no matter how hard you work, you can't always be the best. And while I think there's definitely truth to that theory, like we talked about Michael Phelps and the fact that the guy has literally just like, he's got friggin' 4-inch, like he's got a 4-inch above average wingspan. His trunk is 4. He's built like a dolphin essentially. So right away, he has natural ability that nobody else has, or few other people have. So that gets augmented by hard work. So that was interesting, and I think there's definitely some truth to that theory. One moment. Let me just get all this. Corvinjund. Alright, let's go to Corvinjund. Whatever, dude. So I think there's definitely some credence to the theory that, I think everybody has a natural limit or a ceiling in relation to other people, or at least you can only progress up to a certain point and catch up to somebody who has natural ability at something. But I really dislike using that either as a crutch for why you don't want to learn something, or just in general. I don't like using that line of thinking. Like, for me, the differences are only at the very highest level. Like, if I worked as hard as Michael Phelps did, he would have that edge over me, but at the end of the day, like, we'd still be pretty close. Maybe I wouldn't win an Olympic gold, but in terms of being good enough to, for example, attract enough of an audience to sustain myself on Twitch, I don't think is out of the question. Like, I think that pretty much anybody could get good at any game they wanted to. That's my theory. And again, I have no way of empirically proving this. I've often said that if I ever get to the point where I start, I'm able to sustain myself off Twitch, one of the things I'd love to do is branch out the games that I play and, you know, take a month or 2 months and pick a game and really, really grind the shit out of it and see if I could compete at the highest level, like get to the highest, like maximum rank or whatever, or what percentile I could get to, and then, you know, over a year compile the data and stuff. I think that'd be really, really interesting. It'd be a way of testing my theory. You know, can I be good at anything that I actually choose to set my mind to? And that's what Tail is for me. The Ascension is limitless. The only thing that stands in your way of self-improvement is your willingness to improve. You can climb as high as you want to. It just might be really fucking hard, and it might take a lot of work. I hope that lived up to the hype. Like I said, probably wouldn't, depending on what you wanted it to be. It's not the most life-changing thing, but for me, it's definitely helped focus me on a goal. My goal is to be the best I can possibly be, and I don't think I've gotten there yet, and I don't think I'm even close. I think, and having the confidence to pursue that is also another thing. I know that there's a couple people in my chat who sometimes feel like they can't improve, and they can't get better, and, you know, they've hit their skill ceiling and they're ready to move on to a different game. For me, I don't like that. I don't like that line of thinking. If you want to move on to a new game, I respect the shit out of that. That's totally okay. But just say that, you know, you're about as good at Rocket League as you want to be, or you're about... Hello? I'm not missing these, am I? Okay. You're mad. What do you mean? I think people just need to be upfront with their intentions. If you hit champ and you don't want to play Rocket League anymore, like that was your goal. You hit champ and you're done. That's fine, dude. There's nothing wrong or, you know, or lazy or anything like that about that. You should be very happy with what you've done, and you know, that's really good. But don't put it under the guise of I've hit my skill ceiling. And you guys all watched me when I or not all of you, but a lot of you watched me when I started, and a lot of you have watched me my ones journey. I started Diamond 1 in ones, and never did I ever think, you know, when I started playing ones a lot, I started grinding ones, never did I ever think I was going to get to Grand Champion in ones, dude. Grand Champion in ones, that's like top 200 in the world, man. Or top 500 at least, you know? What do you mean I'm going to get to that point? But as the time went on, and as I slowly started, you know... You're mad. As I slowly started grinding my way up, and I realized, you know, I just kept getting better and better, and I kept improving, and I kept all this stuff. These guys are so fucking mad right now. I kept improving, and I kept just trying my hardest, and yeah, I got pretty fucking mad some days, but these days, those are few and far between, hopefully anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, if I had just stopped, and if I had gotten to champ and one's been like, yeah, good enough. You know, that's all I'm going to do, and then never touched ones again, or just tried to maintain my ones, I would have never gotten to Grand Champ. I would have just accepted that, you know, that's all I can do, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Inspired from the other side, of course. So, the Ascension is limitless. You can be as good as you want to be. You can be as good as you are willing to put the time and effort for. Now, if you're not willing to put in that time and effort, again, there's nothing wrong with that. You're allowed to be like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Maybe baby car soccer isn't what I want to sink my time into. Oh, hey guys, hope everything's okay over there. I did nothing. But yeah, it's just something that I try and apply to everyday life, because I want to be great. I want to be great at a lot of things. I want to be great at streaming. I want to be great at whatever video game I put my mind to. I'd love to be, and I've often said that, you know, one of the things is this, just for the lulz. One of the things that's going to happen is that I think that we're going to see, just like you saw at the onset of traditional sports, one of the things you're going to see more of is like a jack of all trades approach. Oh shit. Like a jack of all trades approach, right? Where, oh wait a minute, are they coming up here? Yep. Oh yeah, okay. You're going to see a jack of all trades approach where you're going to see, because certain games come in and out of favor very quickly at times, you're going to see an opportunity for people to sneak in and be like really good at games, and the people who can pick up games the fastest are the ones who are going to maintain relevancy in the Twitch world. Because as you go, you'll amass a bigger and bigger and bigger following from all these different games, right?
Careful, boys. There's bound to be more up ahead.
I don't know if I've ever seen this, to be honest, this chest right here. But yeah, so I think that it'd be really interesting to be... Oh, it's open. That sucks. Get shit on, kids. I think it'd be really interesting to be like, oh man, you know, I pick up Fortnite, I'm amazing at that. Then Fortnite dies, I pick up Black Ops 4 and I'm amazing at that. You know, Rocket League's really big and I'm able to get really good at that. Like, you know what I mean? People will be like, oh man, you're just hopping games of what's popular and blah blah blah. It's like there's absolutely some truth to that. But it's a little bit less lazy because I have to be really fucking good at these games, you know what I mean? And I think I would love anyway to get to that point where I could do that, you know? Where I could get to that point where I'm sustaining myself on Twitch and I've got a dependable income month to month, and that would be how I'd love to grow my stream, you know? So anyway, that's going to be episode number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope learning what Tails stands for has really made you, you know, lit your pubes on fire, whatever. I don't fucking know, dude. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll be back very shortly with another one. Bye.